terms of staying ahead with digital trends, I think what's important is to really come for events like this. If you look at the accounting show, that's happening right now, you see that there are many vendors, and these vendors are actually presenting solutions to you, that may not have even crossed your mind. So because of that, it becomes very exciting, and you really, really have to make it a point to come to these events, number one. Number two, which is important, and that comes from reading newspapers daily, regularly, is to keep yourself updated on the trends, the mega trends that are happening in the world. You look at Industry 4.0, it's a little bit dated now, but if you look at it, how it's transformed industry. If you look at the blockchain, if you look at AI, all these are transforming industry. And if you are not present and current and following this, one day it may actually eat you up.
I think coming to shows like this, coming to the Accounting and Finance show is a really good start. I'd say that there's so much value from watching other people talk on panels and do presentations, but I really find the value in talking to people on the floor, walking around, talking to other small business owners, talking to vendors, just going up and introducing myself and saying, hey, what do you do? What kind of business do you run, and what kind of technology stack do you also have in your business? And I think that's probably been some of the best advice that I've got, just from kind of, creating serendipity and a little bit of luck on the floor and going and talking to people. It's been really helpful for my business.
I try to do this by several ways. First and foremost, I like to attend conferences like the Accounting and Asia Financial Today and workshops. I think these are great platforms for networking, knowledge sharing, and exposure to the latest industry trends and technologies. The second way is by exploring digital solutions. I often receive marketing emails from companies promoting their software solutions, their latest products. I make it a point not to simply dismiss them. Instead, I will read about the product and I ask for a demo to gain a deeper understanding of the technology behind the product and to see how this can help with my work. And lastly, I'm a member of several professional communities such as CP Australia's or Chambers of Commerce. These professional communities often organize events and market updates, and it gives me an opportunity to meet the peers and experts from the industry to share ideas, to engage in discussions, and to even seek advices from them.
So, the way I stay up to date with industry trends, technology, etc., is a number of things. I read about 400 to 500 accounting blogs every single week, but the benefit is I actually curate them and using robots and machine learning into a newsletter called the Accounting Apps newsletter, so that the recipient receives a newsletter that is bespoke to them, because it's actually uses AI to surface things that they are actually interested in. So the actual production of the newsletter means I get to read a lot of information, and the recipient gets that sort of 15 minutes of education once a week. The other thing I do is I run a podcast called Cloud Stories, and I'm always interviewing founders of the accounting apps out there, finding out what's happening and what's in the news. So I spend a lot of time absorbing information, curating it so other people can benefit. Accounting Apps newsletter, Cloud Stories podcast, and I also facilitate the Zero Mastermind Facebook group, which has 6,000 advanced accountants and bookkeepers who are very focused on modern technology, talking about these topics on a daily basis. It's like a cafe for accountants and bookkeepers who love tech.
I can stay up with the new trend. I think this would be about networking. So for myself, I would try to get to know a lot of people in the industry, how we can talk to them, maybe on LinkedIn, maybe get to know with them in person as well, so I can get to know what kind of new technology they adapted. Or we can join the Accounting and Financial Asia, like this kind of big networking event for us to know more people in the industry.